Hello, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, in a small town called Dillsburg. And I am here tonight at 8 p.m. live with you all on Tuesday, May 16th. So if you are on and watching, please give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. A thumbs up would be great. It's always easier to do this if I'm talking to someone rather than just kind of talking into outer space, if you will. So I'll give everybody a minute or two to find me, and then we will get started. Hey, Betty, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. How are you this evening? All right. So I don't have a lot of housekeeping tonight, which is awesome, right? I did want to mention that, and I just got my other paper pumpkin today, or we'd be doing paper pumpkin tonight. Hello, Matilda. Good to see you. Or Melinda, I'm sorry. I can't see. I have the wrong glasses on tonight. Hello from West Virginia. Awesome. I love West Virginia. I used to come down through there all the time. So welcome, welcome. But yes, I did want to mention that the new Welcome In Paper Pumpkin Kit is now available. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, then you want to go ahead and get registered if you'd like to receive this one. If you can't tell by the pictures, it coordinates with the Countryside Inn products, which is fabulous. 9 cards as usual, 3 each of 3 different designs with coordinating envelopes. There's a Night of Navy Stampin' Spot in there. Of course, an exclusive photopolymer set that you only get in that paper pumpkin, and some embellishments in Night of Navy, and some vase and banner die cuts. So it's going to be very pretty. And of course, we're going to be able to pull those other products in from the Countryside suite to help increase the versatility, shall we say? Hey, Julie, good to see you. From Alberton, Kentucky. All right. I don't know if I pronounced that right. There is also, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, there is also an add-on, these cute little dies. And the last time we did an add-on, it sold out just like that. I didn't even get it. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this is available to order now in the online store. It is $6. And you get the vase and then the leaf and the little flower die to coordinate with the other images that will come in the Paper Pumpkin Kit. Of course, if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, now's a great time to give it a try. You can just sign up to receive it monthly, or you can go into the online store and get a 1, 3, 6, or 12-month subscription to give it a whirl. But anyway, that one is available now to plan for. And then just a reminder, because I'm not going to be here next week for sure. And I'm not sure about the following week because I was blessed to earn the Norway incentive trip through Stampin' Up. And I always have to put the disclaimer out there. We're required to say that is not typical. Less than 1% of the demonstrators earn the trip, but I was one of those that did earn it. Thank you to all of you that support me. And so I will not be live next Tuesday here in YouTube. And I should be back the following Tuesday, which is what, the 30th, but I'll probably be doing an 8 o'clock again instead of a noon, just because of when we're going to be getting back. So, all right. So, but I do want to show you these because these are this month's Just Cards. If you haven't seen them before, here they are in all their glory. Just Cards is a quick and easy class. If you're local to me, you have the opportunity to come to an in-person class. You can purchase the class for $15. You get all the supplies to make the 5 projects, along with the envelopes, along with any embellishments that we used, along with all the die cutting being done for you. The only thing that's not done is stamping, and that is to stay in compliance with Stampin' Up. So how cute are these though, right? And you've got a couple of fun folds in here. The class is $15, as I said, if you want to purchase it, or you can earn it for free with a minimum $35 product order on my website using this month's host code. If your order hits $50, I'm throwing in an embellishment this month as well as part of my cruise specials. Okay, so these are really cute and fun. You can get it 2 ways, either purchase the class outright or place that order, bump that order to place that $35 order, bump that order to 50, and you'll also receive a pack of new embellishments in your kit. If we do mail it, we do ask for $4 postage to help get that to you. The class is priced very close to cost. So, and there's also a full color PDF. And I did demonstrate those over on my Facebook page. So you can even go see the video when you get the cards to put together. Hey, Tina. Hello, hello. Oh, that sounds like fun, Betty. And then these were the paper pumpkin alternatives from last month's paper pumpkin that we did together last Tuesday. And the winner of these is Tina Simpson. So congratulations, Tina. I'm going to try my best to get these in the mail to you. I thought I did my last mail run yesterday, but I will try to get these into the mail for you before I take off here on Friday. So congratulations, and thank you so much for watching and commenting. That's how you get entered into the drawing, is by watching, giving thumbs up and commenting, and sharing the videos, right? All right, so tonight I have a fun fold for you, and we are going to be playing with the Les Shops Designer Series paper. Well, you bet. You bet. So I want to show you, when I did my paper share, I cut another pack or two, so I have some to show you guys when I do play with the papers. But I fell in love with this paper as soon as I saw it, because a lot of the designs do remind me of overseas in Europe or whatever, or cute little shops in some of the little towns around here. But one side is a nice pattern, and then we have some shops and more. This is actually the same. Sorry, there's two in here. Cute. I love this one. We've got, it looks, I don't know if that's banana pudding. I don't know if that's spaghetti. I'm not sure what that is, but we've got some bread and some sweet treats there. And then another very nice neutral pattern on the back. Love this one. We're actually using this pattern tonight with all the cute little tiny houses. If you like to fussy cut tiny things, this is for you, right? And then on the other side is this beautiful, I think it's azure blue. Let's see, what blues are in here? Balmy blue. It's probably balmy blue. Yeah, there's a lot of colors in this particular pack of paper. More shops. These are different than the first ones I showed you. These are a little bit bigger. Okay. And then that's a fun pattern. Yet another shop. This one really reminds me of overseas with all the flowers and everything growing, the vines. And, whoops, that pattern. And at first I thought I got something on the paper, but no, it's symmetrically placed all around the paper. So those little splotches are supposed to be on there. And then we've got some books and some paint and some flowers on this one, with a great crushed curry background on the other side. So fun pack of paper. If you haven't checked that out, check the whole suite out. It was the first suite of products that I ordered when the new catalog went live. And let me show you the fun fold we're going to do. So this was actually shared with us at my recent team meeting last month, I guess it was. Nadia on my team actually demonstrated this fun fold for us and was kind enough to give me her template so that I could recreate it for all of you. But I just think this is so cute. It sits up like that, okay? Or you can bring the wings, the sides in if you'd like. And then on the back, we also decorate and put our greeting. And it does lay flat, so you have a place to sign it. But it also folds up so you can put it into your envelope. And you can make these go the same way if you want to, however you want to fold it, but it will fold up and it does fit into a regular standard size envelope. It's going to be a little bit thicker, so probably a hand cancel stamp would be a good idea for this one, but it's just so stinking cute and would look lovely being displayed on a countertop or a mantle by your recipient, right? All right, so that's what we're going to play with. Let me put this out of the way and we'll pull out my card kit. Okay, so I have a piece of pecan pie. That is my background. And I'm going to score it at 2 inches on the long edge from each end. It's just, for me, it's easier to flip it around. This is a 5.5 by 8 piece of cardstock. So 1/2 inch was cut off on the end. so that we have it at 5.5 by 8. Then we're going to do a 1/4 of a turn. And we're going to score between the 2 score lines that we created. So for me, I need to do a little bending here and make that stand out a little bit. Oh, thanks, Melinda. All right. Just so I can see that, because, you know, they're a whole lot better, but still sometimes some challenges. All right, so we're going to, I said score, didn't I? I did not mean score. I meant cut. We're going to cut from the score line at 2 inches. Okay. I've got it lined up at 1 1/4. So 2 inches up to, of course, we did 2 inches on that side. So that's our 6-inch line, right? And then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And once you do it a time or two, it's very easy. These sections, of course, are 4 inches, right? So we're going to score them at 2 inches, the top and the bottom. So I'm lining up, I'm using that middle ruler, if you will, on our paper trimmer, which I love, that helps us line up when we're working in the middle. And we're just going to score down to the cut line. Okay. And then I'm going to lift that up and I'm going to score up to the cut line. And then this guy here, the center section. Okay, so these are gonna do their magic, right? They're gonna fold up like this, but this needs a little bit of assistance. So we are gonna score, I think it's 1 inch. Yep, 1 inch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my cut up at 1 inch. One inch, and I'm going to score that middle section. Not my cut, this is my score line here. So we're scoring that middle section. I'm going to flip it around again because that's just as easy for me, and line that up at 1 inch. Okay, my score line, that first score line that we started with, that was done at 2 inches, is going to be lined up at 1 inch. And now we have everything cut and scored. So again, we're going to grab our bone folder and we're going to crease that. And we're going to crease that. And we're going to crease this guy and this guy. Oops. There we go. And then our top and our bottom. And there is our card base. Right? So it wasn't that hard. Like I said, I work from both sides just because that's a little bit easier for me. If you're somebody that wants to just go the whole way across, you can do it that way as well. But 2 inch score, 2 inch score, right? 1 1/4 inch between the score lines cut, 1 1/4 inch between the score lines cut. And then these are scored right in the center, which I think was 2 inches, if I remember correctly. And then this guy was scored 1 inch on both sides. Okay. All right. So now let's grab our designer paper, because we're just going to do a whole lot of layering right now. That's the biggest part right there, is doing the cutting and the scoring. The rest of it's pretty easy. And I did choose to use the little houses or shops. Since it is called lay shops, we should probably call them little shops, huh? And we're going to center that between everything here. Now you could choose not to decorate the entire back if you so liked. I just thought it gave it a more finished look. I think Nadia had done hers on the back as well. What's your favorite out of the new catalog? Drop me a comment and let me know what your favorite new stamp set, bundle, or suite, whatever you like. Hey, Debbie, you did make it. You did make it. Well, Linda, this is a crazy question, but you're not related to a Tina Blevins, are you? And then I cut that other cute little pattern, and I've got lots of those that we're going to add to our sections. And of course, if you prefer to stamp images or emboss cardstock layers, you could use those as your pieces. You don't have to use designer series paper, but this paper was calling to me. You can see once you get it all cut, just how quick this goes together. We're just going to flip it and continue with those little pieces. Countryside Inn, Debbie says. Yeah, that's a good one too. I just designed something for my coffee and cards over on Facebook Thursday morning with the dies from that particular product level or product grouping. The daisies, yeah, the daisies are a good one. Just finished ordering for my class that I had running with the cheerful daisies. That was fairly popular. Okay, so there's our back. Now, I'm going to use Misty Moonlight, since that's in our designer series paper, as our accent piece. And this square is going to get mounted and be our focal image on the front, right? But I wanted to do something with the basic white. I didn't want it to just be plain. So I used the new exposed brick 3D embossing folder because I thought, oh, that goes very nicely with the little shops and the alleys and that type of thing, right? So we're going to run that through the die cutting machine. And if you've not seen me before, my die cutting machine sits over here to my left so that I don't shake the table and make you all seasick. This is, as I said, a 3D. So your sandwich is going to be your platform, your embossing folder with your fold going through first, or on the side. You can do it that way as well. But you don't ever want to run your embossing folders through with the open end going through the machine first. Over time, that pressure from the rollers in there will force that to kind of offset, and your fold of your embossing folder will start to break, and it'll be really hard to line it up. If that does start to happen and it isn't too bad yet, you can apply some painter's tape around the fold or duct tape, something like that, to help make sure it doesn't break the whole way. And then it's pretty much time for a new embossing folder. Hey, Verna, good to see you. All right, so we've got that embossed. We're just going to layer that on our complementary color. Now, unfortunately, let me show you the stamps and the dies. I don't think it's good. So the Let's Go Shopping bundle, $47.50 for the stamp set and the dies. The stamps are cute and you can build your own shop. You've got some books here. You've got some sweet treats here. Here's some lighting and like a little label that you can put your greetings into, some accent images, a little table and chairs, planter, menu board, lots of greetings in there. And of course the dies coordinate with the stamp set and they will cut out those images. Your flower pots, you get 2 dies to cut that out. You've got one to cut your table, one to cut your menu board, all different little images here to build your shop. Okay, canopy for an umbrella. We've got a cute little lamppost. Oh, I wanted to put that on this card, as well as a cute little bench. So, and then some greenery that stands alone by itself. So it is a great set, a great bundle with the dies and the stamp set. But if you notice, there was no die that was going to cut those houses out that were in the designer series paper. So yes, I did. I fussy cut. I'm not usually a fussy cutter, but I did fussy cut it. It was not too hard. So I did cut that out. We're going to pop that up with some dimensionals just because I wanted a little bit more interest there. This was actually a pretty easy one to fussy cut. And I think most of the shops would be because they're pretty much square on, right? So I'm popping that up because as you can see on the original, I want to add my menu board down there. That's going to get a dimensional on the back of it as well. And that I did die cut. Since I had the opportunity to use the dies for that, that's what I did. So there's our little shop. I used one of the little labels in the dies and I die cut this cute little Calypso coral. And as I was doing this, and I know you can't see it on camera, but there is a depression around the edges. You could build your own brick wall with this. You would need a little more patience than I probably would have. But you could absolutely create your own brick wall with this particular die. I don't know if that's what they intended or not. I'm using it as a label tonight, but how cute would that be, right? So I've got pecan pie ink here, and I've got a tiny little hello. And I'm going to do my best to hit the center of that. It's a little high. I'm going to give myself another shot. I did cut 2 just in case. And then we'll pick the best one, right? Oh, that one's good. We like that one. That one's almost perfect. So we are going to just put adhesive on the back edge. What is the right side of the back, because it's going to kind of go right here and hang off of our base. Okay. And then we'll move this one out of the way. And we are going to add, do not add the adhesive to the back of this unless you're just going to do it in the center. For me, it's easier to add it where I'm going to mount it to, right? So we're going to pop that on there. You also don't want to go close to the top or the bottom so that you don't have adhesive sticking out beyond your image, because it doesn't fill that whole opening, right? Flip that over. And then we have the front half is done. Cute. So then all we have to do is finish the back. And here I went real basic and I just used another layer of Misty Moonlight. And we're going to use the pecan again. I think pecan pie might be my favorite new 4 color. I kind of knew it would be. It's going to be so pretty for fall. That cute little happy birthday. That comes right out of the Let's Go Shopping stamp set. And then this gets mounted right in the center. And this is going to go down flat. And there's the back. So the back looks like that, where it's going inward. Okay. And then the front looks like this, and it sits up like that. What do you think of that fun fold? I think that's pretty cool. And I'm sure there's a name for it out there. Nadia didn't know it, and I don't know it either. But if you know it, leave me a comment, because I think it's pretty cute. And again, we used that new exposed brick 3D folder, which I really like. It's going to give us a lot of texture. And it'll be fun, fun, fun. But yeah, so I will try to drop some comments down below the video when we're done here, to give you a little guidance on the score and the cuts. Not really sure. It's easier to show you than it is to write it out, I think. But I will be giving one of these away the next time I'm live, which will not be next Tuesday. It will be the 30th at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna do the 8 o'clock again, just because of when we're getting back and the jet lag and all of that. So hopefully I'll be awake at 8 o'clock. But if you have time, since we're done and it's not even 8:30, I have another one that Stacy showed us at my team meeting that I thought I would share with you. And I wasn't sure if I would do it tonight or not, since I wasn't sure how much time we'd have. But check this out for graduations. How about this? So this is with the Biggest and Beautiful, I think, Bright and Beautiful designer series paper. That's a 6x6 pack. It's part of the suite of products. It's the first suite in the annual catalog. And this slides in there, but you can also put a gift card in there. And in case you want to give two, you can put a gift card in the back as well. This will fit into another envelope if you need to mail it. But how cute is this? So let's do this one. What do you think? Should we do this one? All right, so this measures from side to side. Oops. This measures 5 1/4. And we are using the 6x6 patterns from the Bright and Beautiful. And if you haven't had a chance to see that, let me show you all the patterns in there. So there's one with some lemon lolly stripes on the back. Bubble bath. Here's the stars that we're using. And then the brighter stars that we're using. A nice bright stripe. Berry burst on the back, lemon lime twist. A lot of what you're seeing here is all the new core colors or returning core colors, right? Berry burst, misty moonlight, lost lagoon, pretty peacock, lemon lime twist, lemon lolly, bubble bath. All those are here in these patterns. So this is a fun, bright set. That's a pretty peacock that can be used for so much. Birthdays for sure, but I also thought it would work nicely for our graduation. All right, so did I not? Oh, there they are. I'm like, did I not bring my notes? Okay, so we're going to cut our paper. We've got both patterns here. And both are going to be cut to 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. And the good news about this is that this is an overall pattern, so I don't have to worry about orientation, right? Doesn't matter which way I cut it, 5 1/4, 5 1/2. Now that I just did the 5 1/2. So now we're going to do the 5 1/4. Okay. And this is scored at 2 1/2. Make sure that's right. 2 for the top. If this is going to be your top piece, I'm scoring this at 2. So let's do this way. And that's going to fold over like that. Then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to do 5.5. And 5.25. This is our bottom piece. So this one's going to get scored at 2.5. And it's, I don't know that it matters which way we go here. So we're just going to score that at 2.5. Okay. And then this is going to slide down in there like that. And then you've got this on the back and this on the front. Now, I went in search of a thumb hole, pull tab, whatever you want to call it, right? Where you could put your gift card in there and be able to easily pull it out along with your greeting. And we don't have a lot of punches that work like that anymore. So I am using lasting label. And I'm just going to eyeball the center. And I'm coming down about 3 to 4 rows of stars. Okay. And I'm going to punch. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the back side. So you can stick that second gift card in there. That's kind of like a little bonus surprise for them. But if you have a different punch that you want to use, you can use anything to create that thumb hole, if you will, where it's easy to slide your gift cards in and out, right? Okay, so then this and this are going to go together like so. We've got a nice Night of Navy pattern that goes, or Misty Moonlight that goes well with the stars in there. I use the nested labels for my greeting on the front, right? And these are all stitched. So I already die cut that out of Berry Burst. And my congratulations and my strip that we need. It was like, I just had the piece of basic white. There's the basic white that we're going to stamp the congratulations on in the Misty Moonlight. I keep wanting to say Midnight Muse. If you think I'm pausing before I say the name of that, I actually am. This is giving me a fit. Okay, so we're gonna trim that out with the coordinating die. Now this greeting comes from Charming Sentiments. Okay, and this is the one that has all the dies that coordinate with the greetings. So we get that close cropped effect around our words. This is the long skinny one. But you can see there's lots of them in there. And there's also accessories, right? You've got hearts and stars and birthday candles and flames and flowers and stamens and all kinds of fun things in here to go along with the die cuts that crop the words out for us. I know, I liked Midnight Muse too. I guess that's why I keep wanting to say that. But this one is going to go on here and cut out our congratulations. So I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine. I'm looking for my Post-it note tape, which seems to have grown legs and walked away. So let me grab another one because I don't want that to move while I'm die cutting. Kind of ruin the effect of cropping the word, huh? And they do fit really nice and snug around the word, to the point where you think you may not be able to see all the lettering. How cute is that? All right, so we are going to stick that on here. I'm going to grab a silicone pad because I'm going to have glue all over my tabletop otherwise. But if you don't like to fussy cut and you like that cropped greeting effect, then this is definitely a great set. And then of course we have the new one that does the same thing. I think that one's Timeless Arrangements, if I remember correctly. Then those strips that we cut off are going to be perfect to add as our accent piece on our front flap, right? And I'm going to use the lighter one because you end up with a couple of different ones, so you can use whichever one works. This one happens to be exactly the right size. So hey, let's take advantage of that, right? And we're going to line that up and run that across. And I'm lining it up even with the bottom edge of the flap. I'm not extending it down or darn it. See if I can do this without tearing anything. Because it is the right way, but I had it too far on the one end. So we'll try this again. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. And then the great little thing about this label is it fits right on that piece, that accent piece that we put in there. So we're going to run our adhesive right along the center and then mount that in the center as well. Now we're going to, you can do this with Tombow liquid glue. You can do this with tear and tape, whatever your preferred adhesive is to make your pocket. I'm going to grab my tear and tape. And all I'm going to do is run it along the edge. And I love that this truly is tear and tape, right? Or tape and tear, it should be called, because you can tear this, unlike when we have the red liner tape, right? Okay. This is our front, that's our back. We're going to lay this in here like so. And close it. And take our bone folder and just burnish those edges a little bit to make sure that it stays the way we want. And then we have our pocket on the back. We have our pocket on the inside. And I didn't bring the supplies to do the little gift card, but I just took this piece that we cut off and cut it down to make a little 1/2-inch border. And then I stamped the I Think It's Time for a Celebration out of the beautiful balloons, which is part of the suite of products that comes with that designer series paper. I think it's time for a celebration. Perfect for graduation, perfect for birthday, perfect for whatever occasion you may have that you want to give a couple of gift cards. I wish I had had this a couple of weeks ago when I gave my nephew 3 or 4 gift cards. It would have been the perfect little gift holder to add to his collection. because he gets a lot of gift cards from his aunt. And then I did add just a couple of the, I'm going to crease that again because it's wanting to pop up. Just a couple of the tinsel gems. This is the 3-pack because we have our Misty Moonlight on here. So we're going to go with the smaller. I'm going to chase it around the room. No. And then just add a little bling. So good for a girl or a guy with the colors that we're using in it. And there we go. There is your gift card holder. And like I said, great for graduation, great for birthdays, whatever you like. And it will fit into a regular size envelope. So if you have to mail it to someone, that will work for you as well. All right, those are the 2 projects I had for you tonight. I hope you liked them. I love the fun fold with the lace shops. And this is going to be so useful. And you can do this in any designer series papers, right? I mean, you can create them with floral images, masculine images, go fishing, right? For a sportsman who you want to give a little sports gift card to, would be cute as heck. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're watching. Leave me a comment. I hope you come back. I will be live on Thursday on my Facebook page at 10 o'clock. So come over there and join us. And otherwise, I'll be back here on the 30th at 8 p.m. to share some new projects with you. Until then, be safe and take care. Thanks so much. Bye.